No. Why is my camera flickering still? I got a new cable. How we doing, guys? How are we doing? Dude. All right. It's got to be something else. Oh, shit. What could it be? What could it be? Maybe it'll stop if I start painting. Hopefully it'll stop when I start painting because I want to film a clip for the tutorial. Okay, so the final step that we're going to do is add some battle damage to this guy. We're using some Skaven Blight Dinge. Fuck, it's not. And we're just going to add small amounts of chipping to the miniature. Less is more in this instance. Less is more. And then we're going to take some of the primary edge highlight afterwards and edge highlight around it. Yo, Fox Shadow, yeah. 2 steps, we've got 2 steps. We've got the battle damage and then highlighting of the battle damage. And then Tallgeese is done. I'm hoping that the camera doesn't flicker a heap because I did get a new cable for the camera. So, but I mean, it already looks like it has. Why would my camera be flickering? camera. No. Wonder if I try a different. It's got to be the cable. Hey, Dark Lord, how we doing? Nothing happens when I wobble it. You're just majorly relaxing? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Everyone's on the Gundam. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, I missed some edge highlights. That's all right. I need to do the battle damage anyway, so I can just do it afterwards. Yeah, these models are sick, dude. Unlike other people, I'm trying to paint like poor man's heavy metal on them, though. Which is, as you know, Dan, proving to be time consuming. And I suppose not everyone's trying to do it on stream either. Mate, yeah, so Tallgeese has got quite a few edges. Yeah, this fucking camera's fucked. Maybe I'll try a different let's try that. Yeah, so far Tallgeese has got the most edges of any of the Gundam miniatures I've painted. However, he pales into comparison to the Seed Strike miniatures. Like that leg. Oh my god. Yeah, doing the strike stuff next. Yep. Going into the sword strike. I've also decided, because I'm making tutorials on all of them, I'm going to make a single tutorial painting all of the majority of the strike miniatures, and then I'll do a separate tutorial for each of the strike packs. So the sword strike pack will have its own little like mini tutorial to paint the like blue shoulder pad and the sword, the launcher strike for the big beam cannon and stuff, instead of having 3 complete separate videos. I'll actually have 4. Hey, that's some content creation there. Big brain plays. And I've learned my mistake on the RX-78. I like the battle damage engine. I probably did a touch too much, in my opinion, me being critical on my work. Probably just did a little bit too much. So I'm learning from my mistake. That's why I'm working very slow with the battle damage that I'm doing on Tallgeese. I don't want to go over the top. Yeah, this guy's nuts. I love my boy Char, but I think this might be my favorite assemble miniature so far. There's better ones coming out. There's crazy ones coming out. I think Death Sight's going to be a lot of fun. But right now, Tallgeese, I'm a big fan of Tallgeese. Changing the camera settings seems to have potentially worked, and I probably just jinxed myself by saying that. I varnished the Space Leo too, so he's no longer got the sheen on him. It's looking pretty baller. Tamiya varnish is so good. So good. The battle damage came about on the Zaku's because they had these large flat areas like this, and I was like, man, I can't be bothered glazing. I could have done some airbrushing to add a gradient on there, but I was just like, do you know what? We're just gonna do some micro scratches on them. It's going to be my way to add a small amount of detail to these large flat areas. And I'm kind of now thinking about it, and the strike Gundams probably don't need it. They've got enough edge highlights, but because I've done it on the other stuff, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it now. How much battle damage is too much battle damage? That is the question. That is the question. I'd very much like to get this guy done tonight. Be lazy and not take the thrusters off. He's a big mobile suit too. If you put him next to the Gundam or a Zaku, Tallgeese is a big boy. It's hard to show on camera. Like he's a big boy, which makes me wonder how big the Sanandru is going to be in Unicorn. Just keep spinning him and putting it in different spots, but I guess it's my way of working out if I've done enough in one area or not. Hoon, how are we going, man? How we going? How's your Sunday? Oh, how good, man? How good? What'd you paint? What'd you get up to with the brush? Is that flickering again? Bro, there's got to be something. I've got to have some sort of setting. Shutter speed and the light source. No, it's not it. It means a different thing. Oh, that's cool as, man. Buddha, how are we doing? I apologize if the camera flickers, guys. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. I have changed the settings on it. It seems to be flickering less. But I'm going to have to troubleshoot it. I'm hoping it doesn't flicker too much to the point where I'm like, end stream, because I want to finish this, dude. Been in hospital trying to sort your stomach issue out. Is that bad, man? That's not good. That sounds horrible, Buddha. It can't be the cable. I got a new cable. It's got to be something else. Must have changed the setting in or something. Maybe it's OBS? My weekend has been infinitely better than yours, man. I've spent a lot of time painting this guy. Yeah. Pretty much. Not majority of it. I wouldn't say majority of it. I've been doing a bit of Gunpla as well. Assembling a Gundam. Maybe I'll highlight, maybe we'll do the battle damage on the shield and then I'll highlight it and see how I feel. I'm building a HG Death Scythe Hell. I want to paint one. I want to paint a full-size Gundam, but I think the master grade's too much. So yeah, I got a HG. Even the building, like, as you guys know, I don't like building. That in itself has been a bit of a challenge for me to try and stay interested in the build. So I'm just chipping away at it. It's probably like if people didn't really enjoy painting and they still wanted to paint an army or a Gundam, and painting's not their number one, but building was. It's sort of like that. So I'm just chipping away at it. Death Scythe, yeah, Death Scythe's cool as. And I have picked up two more of the wing Gundam. So I've got Sandrock custom and Heavy Arms custom as well. So my goal is to paint all of the wing Gundam. You'd love to see someone. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, not Ghost. What is Ghost Gundam? Let me Google Ghost Gundam. What the fuck is that? What is that? What the hell is that? I'm not paying that. Yeah. Death Scythe, Heavy Arms, Wing, Sandrock, and Eltron. That Ghost Gundam looks like it's got a bit of Legion of the Damned about it. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get around to painting Ghost Gundam, but I'll work on the wing stuff first. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. I'm already looking at, like, I was looking at it today. I've got his body built with his arms, and I started on the legs. I was just looking at it today. I'm just like, man, this even a high grade is going to be an absolute heap of work. So that video where, like, I'll have to watch it. I'm gonna sit down and watch it. But Squidmar did a video on Gundam, and there wasn't much positive feedback from the comment section, saying it didn't feel like it was a genuine video. And one of the things people said, he said, again, I haven't seen it, was he said it didn't look like they were meant to be painted. I mean, everything can be painted. It just like it depends on your painting style. Now, an heavy metal painted high grade Gundam is going to take a while. I don't know. They look. I've seen them painted. They look phenomenal. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like Ray Studios cell shaded stuff is out of this world. I've seen basic ones in Gundam stores that are like basic airbrush with all the transfers, and they still look really, really, really good. So, I might time myself, which is both good because I obviously get an idea of how long something of that size will take, but it's also bad because if I'm going to attempt to paint all 5 Project Meteor Gundam, it can also sort of like intimidate me a little bit. People do like different things. Some people dislike Imperial Knights. Yeah, I don't think that would mean you would make a video going, these Imperial Knights, they're expensive and they don't look like they're meant to be painted. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm not look, it's quite funny. I have painted an Imperial Knight army and I am not a massive fan of big models. I've said this before. I think the largest size model I like is sort of like a dreadnought size model. I really like infantry and Terminators and stuff like that. Well, lucky this is battle damage because I just slipped with my brush. All right, let's highlight these. And then I will decide if I need to add more. Which I've said on all of the other ones, and then I haven't added more. So that might very well be the case. And we're going to finalize a battle damage by adding an edge highlight You can add some secondary scratches that aren't as deep. Just with your white scar. I'm going to put the setting back. I'm going to see if it was the... Let's see if this flickers more with this setting. It's better for the miniature, that is for sure. But if it flickers, I can't use it. Oh, I read a lot of the comments, Stork. I read a lot of the comments. I have to watch it myself. I'm personally going to watch it and have my own sort of thoughts on the video. I know one thing that a lot of people said was that they felt like it was sort of just a video that was put out because people have been asking them to do Gundam. And it felt like is literally just a video so that they didn't have to continually get asked to do Gundam. What's with the flickering, bro? get scalped. Ah, that's why the price is more expensive, because it would have been a scalper. No, I do not have one of those things that can measure electricity. I'm trying to see if the camera is flickering, the actual camera itself, or if it's through OBS. Yo, Fran, what's happening? I mean, I could probably just charge my battery. Maybe. The white is nice. Thank you, man. I'm gonna have him done tonight. Get some varnish on him. I'll take some pics of him tomorrow, along with the Leos. And if there's one thing I've learned, you're going to have to learn to like to paint white if you're going to paint Gundam. Thank you, Atron. Appreciate it. Do you guys like the Endless Waltz, like yellow editions, instead of the basic? Like majority of this thing would be white, almost. Like if this was painted the regular one, these would be yellow, but like all these little sections would be white. All of these sections would be white. That'd be white. I think the edge of the shield is even white. This Aquila thing would be gold. These fins would be white. And I think I added more. I think I added more black to the back too than normally would be the case. It's definitely like taking inspiration from like the heavy metal team, just adding a few more colors, you know, that lore wise kind of makes sense. Man, it can't be a power issue because this flickering thing hasn't always happened. It has to be something else. I'm just gonna have to, I'll have to stuff around with it tomorrow after work. Try a few different, I'll try different ports. I'll try different cables. It didn't flicker. It didn't flicker when I did RX-78. Maybe it's the combination of the black background and the white miniature. I don't know. I don't know. Avi, how we doing? Just fine. Love to hear it. Have you recovered from the grind that is Night Rain the Deep? And the bosses that are taking 20 minutes? You were tired yesterday? There were some long fights. The Godric fight, the Knights Cavalry fights. The Augur fight wasn't exactly quick either. We're getting wins. We're getting wins though. Wins at the cost of your mental health? Is it the mental health or the physical? I feel like it's physically draining me. Okay, that's the shininess of the brush doing that. That one. That's the brush. There's nothing on the screen. Why is it flickering now? It's driving me insane. Geez, this tape's not going to last long, is it? First, as soon as I clean the brush, it's just going to come off. Need to get some matte black vinyl from work. See if this works. Troubleshooting. Ugh, that's weird. Putting it on my mouth. On my mouth. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The Endless Spell. Yo, we might just finish this model and have a shorter stream because I can't keep streaming if the camera is going to keep flickering like that. Especially because once I finish this guy, I was going to start the Strike Gundam. I've already started it. Yo, Blaster, how you doing? It's weird. Technical provocations. Yeah, my stream's flickering. My camera, I don't know why. I bought a new HDMI cable, so it's not that. Yeah. I've painted with these settings on my camera before and didn't have an issue. It'll flicker. It'll flicker. I'll keep trying to mess around with it. I'll definitely have to play with it off stream. It's not something I can really dedicate too much time to trying to fix on stream. There are some things I can fix on the fly on stream, but that's not really one of them because I'm not really tech savvy with my camera as is. I know how to use it. I know the basics, but I almost feel like it's something in the settings. It has to be. I think I might have changed something when I was filming my reels. Everyone has technology working against them. You're struggling too, Blester. Twitch keeps removing your keyboard and not letting you write for a minute. That's interesting. I know I've had issues with my keyboard or my PC recognizing my keyboard. But I do have a lot of shit plugged into my computer. How's the pic look on mobile, Blester? Is it good? Like the picture quality? Great. Hang on, wait, you guys are all on mobile? I don't think that many people watch Twitch on mobile. That is interesting. Cream of the crop. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. It is one thing, and that's why the flickering annoys me. I do sort of try and pride myself on having a nice, clean, in focus miniature. You're lying, you're eating breakfast at your PC like a degen. Hey, I'm a degen too then. I do the same thing. When I have breakfast, I don't always have breakfast, but if I do, alright, I don't want to jinx myself, but maybe I've fixed the flicker issue. Oh, fuck's sake. Couldn't have timed that any better. Fuck. Jeez. Couldn't have timed it. Could not have timed that any better. That was like it was set up. It wasn't. Right, gotta learn from the RX-78. We'll just back off a fraction on the battle damage. Like pull the battle damage back 25%. So this is what I did on. I've gone way back more than 25%. That's what I did on the Gundam, which is a lot, mind you. Yeah, it's actually way more. I've probably backed it back 50%. At least you're in the loop now. Maybe I just get an iPhone 17 Pro and I use that camera. I'm going to upgrade my phone, so... No, but then I wouldn't be able to control the zoom. Just trying to see if I've missed any areas. I'm going to add a few just white scar scratches. Then I think we'll varnish this stuff up the top. You'd think it would. What? Maybe it was you, just me, but it looked like my Blood Angel's red from that spot. This red on his crest. Is that what you mean? Prophet, my dude, how you going? How you doing? Yeah, man, he's going to be done tonight. The Tallgeese is going to be finished tonight. And then on to the Strike Gundams. Oh, you're saying the flicker goes across the screen. So it goes on top, it goes over the top of my finished miniatures. Yeah, this guy's crazy, man. This guy's crazy. It's the screen glitching. I don't know why that would be the case then. That's OBS. I know OBS needs an update. I don't know if I've updated it yet. I know because it popped up the other day and it was like, do you want to update? And it was literally like just before stream and I was like, no, I'll do it later. So maybe my OBS needs an update. I mean, I kind of low-key hope it's my OBS, but that would be weird. Oh yeah, way simpler. Way simpler. I mean, I highly doubt my camera's stuffed. Surely Senpai Bandai will notice me after the Tallgeese. Yeah, I mean, if it is over the overlay, then that's OBS. That's OBS then. Or maybe it's my PC. Maybe my PC is not getting enough power. We haven't emailed them yet, so we haven't created the portfolio. I'm waiting on my tutorial to finish being edited. We've got a new guy looking at the tutorial. So he's gonna suss the way we do tutorials and get back to me with a price. If the price is reasonable, then I'm going to get him to do some more tutorials. So that's the plan. We get the RX-78, this tutorial finished. I've filmed it, so it just needs editing. Once this is done, we're going to get some photos done by my boy Imzy. We're going to have a little portfolio. And once the portfolio is finished, then we're going to try and email the guys at Bandai. We might try and reach out through some contacts in the hobby industry as well. We'll see how we go. But we've tagged him in every post, tagged him with every single one of the Gundam posts that I've put up, and people have been tagging them too. So if you see any of my Gundam stuff on my Instagram, tag Assemble Official. Because maybe that'll help. Or maybe they'll just get annoyed and they'll be like, not this fucking guy again. I'll do my part. I'll do my part. I didn't do fucking shit. Sorry. Need a little bit of a scratcherino in here. These models are so cool. I think it's going to bring a whole bunch of different hobbyists to Gundam. Like these are really, really good for painters. Like we were saying like we were chatting about before, actual Gundam look phenomenal when they're painted, but in terms of like the size of a project, they're big. They're big boy projects, which I'll be taking on, mind you. But these can bring in a ton of different painters. And then on top of that, you got the people that are tabletop gamers that may want to pick up a cool little skirmish game where they can essentially paint their, I don't know what they're going to call them. It's definitely not going to be a war band, but we'll just call it a war band of like three miniatures. It's going to open doors. It's going to open doors. It is the Tallgeese. Yep, it is Tallgeese 1. However, I have taken inspiration from the OG Tallgeese. I've taken inspiration from the Endless Waltz. And that's where a lot of the little yellow spot colors have come from. I just wanted to add more color to him. So looking at the Endless Waltz Tallgeese, he has way less black areas on him. Like I'm pretty sure these boosters are all meant to be white on the Endless Waltz, but on the OG, I'm pretty sure these are black when I was looking at the anime. But then these little yellow parts are white on the OG, so it's a combo of the two. Tactical people might just call it a squad. It could just be a squad. A fun contest piece for me, the Monument Repair Type. It's a third party. I think did someone show me that on Insta? I think someone showed me that on Insta. Let me bring it up. Was it called Monument Repair Type Tallgeese? I saw a third-party Kshatriya that was, and it had like integrated LEDs or areas for it. It was insane. Yeah, that'd take me, that's the one. That would take me a year. That is cool as shit, but that would take me a year. I wouldn't be painting anything but this. Like that's out of its mind. That's nuts. It would be a good year. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing. How would I? What would I do? What would I do? Content creation wise for this, I would just have to be like, today, guys. Today, guys, we painted a foot. But yeah, that is batshit crazy. Yeah, that's a cool take on the dough bug, isn't it? That is a wicked pose. It would take me longer to build that. Can you imagine that fully painted, all transferred up though? Man, that'd be cool. Tallgeese is such a wicked suit. Yo, do those leg parts open up as well? Like those leg parts look like they open up right there. Yeah, they do. Fucking hell. They might just expect that in my portfolio too. You just want to see me paint it. Yeah. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. I'd be super impressed even by people that build that. It might just be the brush. It might just be the brush that's setting off the camera. Focus on the shiny brush, please. Glad you didn't see the price. It's currently unavailable. I couldn't even do it. $650 USD. Fuck yeah. No. Yeah, what was the Kshatriya one? I think I saved it. Let me see. Oh. It's on my personal account. Nobody cares about that shit. I did. Let me see if I can bring it up on IG. Yeah, 1-to-1, yeah. Can I see saved stuff here? Where do you see saved stuff on Instagram on PC? There it is. What is that? Look at this thing. Is that AI? Man, I'm pumped. Yo, Kshatriya is going to be sick. I'm actually pumped for Kshatriya. Who can build this shit, right? Who thinks about this to be able to build that for someone? You know what I mean? That's either a small dude or that's a real big suit. Kshatriya is enormous in universe. Yeah, I think it'll be almost certainly a double hex suit if what's the name of it? Sinanju. Yes, bless her. Yeah, they come looking like they're fully unpainted. Push fit. They're all push fit. I'm going to be painting all of the assemble. Every single assemble model that comes out. I'm going to paint it all. Okay, I think I've highlighted all of the damage. Might give him storm shields. Dude, this is basically a tower drone. It's basically a tower drone. You could give him drones. Hang on, let me go get one. Look at the little dusty dude. I don't know how he's dusty. He's been sitting in a closet for ages. Yeah, it's almost exact. It suits him too. Like that would work with him. Yeah, the assault termies. How good do they look, Prophet? Holy shit. Oh man, the lightning claw ones. Whew. I tell you, I haven't been in love for a long time, but those termies got me feeling some type of way, you know. Games Workshop will never escape the tower allegation. There's a suit. There's a suit called Gay Milk. It's a real name, bless that. The suit is called Gay Milk, and it came out in I think it was Double Zeta, Gundam Double Zeta. So a few years ago. 90s, late 90s, mid 90s, I think. Anyway, there's an alternate Riptide head, and it's 1 for 1. They've copied it. They quite literally copied the Gay Milk head. Gay Milk. That's a broadside head right there. Sorry, a Riptide head. That head there, if you look it up, exactly the same. Let's see if I can find it. You never see the head get used either. Or is it a broadside? Maybe it's the broadside. Might be the broadside. There it is. There it is. Where'd that image go? That head there. Is that there? I actually want to paint that. Painting an orange. Painting an orange mobile suit would be a lot of fun. Games Workshop lose those. I think Games Workshop lose those big battles because there was a. I think there was a Marvel comic that had their hammerheads in it. Hammerhead tanks, like 1 for 1. Frappuccino, appreciate it. Thank you. This guy's going to be done. He's going to get added to the collection of the other Gundam Assemble models I've finished. So this will be all of. This would be Team Oz, I believe. Correct? Someone can correct me. Leos and Tallgeese are Oz, I think. So this is the final one for Team Oz, and then we're on to the Seed Strike stuff, which would be the triple ship alliance. Oz manufactured it. Near the end, it's unaffiliated. Yeah, when it's yeah. You want to see GW burn a bit? I don't think it's going to happen. They might get to a point where they price people out of wanting to do their hobby, though. That's why I think this is potentially going to do well, because I feel like their price point, we don't know what their price point is yet, but if it's anywhere near what it is with the starter boxes with the cards, it's actually pretty good. It is actually pretty good. I picked up the starter boxes, mind you, General Games, where I got these from. Their pricing is normally pretty good. I got them for, I think it was $65 Australian, with a full deck of cards and the 3 miniatures. And I'd pay 65 bucks. Don't tell Bandai, but I'd pay 65 bucks for just the 3 miniatures. As far as I know, Revless, as far as we've seen from screenshots, 3. Mind you, stuff has changed in each of the screens of the shots that we've seen. So sometimes they're rolling a D20 by the looks of it. Other times they had just D6s. There's been photos with all of the same faction for each 3 teams, but then there's been another shot where it was just some random suits thrown together, which for a team doesn't look like it would make sense. And I don't know if things have, I'm not sure if things have a point system or not, because in one box you get 3 Zaku's, and 3 Zaku's would get absolutely demolished by Amuro in the Gundam, right? So yeah, I don't think they've got a point system. I think it might just be 3 mobile suits versus 3 mobile suits. But there has also been one reveal of one of the bases. I forget what the base is called from Seed, but that was the one that was shown. 3 Zaku's are useless. Yeah. I mean, one's Shah. Shah's pretty good in a Zaku too, but two regular Zaku's don't really hold up. I mean, like, Gun Cannon takes out 2 regular Zaku's, doesn't it? Yeah, well, I've got a red one with a horn. We've got the Red Comets Zaku. Then it's a fair fight. Yeah. I mean, Leos are even more cannon fodder than Zaku's, are they not? Actually, I need to paint this a different color. I've been meaning to do this, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, so I'm very excited for it, but we haven't been given, or I haven't seen any real definitive stuff on like rule sets, because there are also suits that sit on two of the bases. So like Tallgeese is a big suit, right? A big suit. Every model comes with a 50 mil base. Now I put my Leos on 40s because they're little bubbers, they're little shits. And it doesn't make sense to have Leos on a larger base, like with the size. They're just so much smaller. But we've seen suits that have got two bases this size. Now they will get changed over to a hex base. It's going to be a hex base. So I don't know if those suits count as more points. Not sure. Yo, Marvin, what's up? Do I jinx myself again? It seems that we haven't had a flicker for a minute on one tip because it's a peg. It's got a big ass peg, which I do need to paint Abaddon black. So thank you for pointing that out, Blester. Go on and said it. Quite literally the last time I said it, Marvin. I was like, yo, we haven't had the screen flicker for a minute. It did it a second after I said it. I believe that's what they call comedic timing. Yeah, it didn't happen that time, so. Yeah, I'm just painting these just straight black so they just blend into the base. Keeping all of the miniatures without like a themed base. Just matte black, classy matte black bases. Nice. All right, edge highlights. If I didn't put a couple of big days in at the studio, there's no way I would have had this guy done today. So thank you very much for the long weekend AFL Grand Final. I didn't really care about the result whatsoever, but I liked the time off. Giddo, thank you very much. Yeah. Well, only Victoria. Only Victoria Stork. No other. I don't think any other state has a public holiday for the Australian Rules Grand Final. Even though the AFL is Australia wide, by far the most populous state is Victoria. Like Queensland and New South Wales love their rugby. Yeah, AFL is pretty popular in Western Australia and South Australia as well. So why is South Australia called South Australia when Victoria is lower? Doesn't make sense. Someone explain that to me. Western Australia makes sense. The Northern Territory sort of makes sense. New South Wales doesn't make sense. It's above Victoria. Then I start looking at our time zones, yeah. Well, Queensland doesn't have daylight savings, do they? And I missed the dot highlights on this leg, so we'll do those as well. Just trying to dot the I's and cross the T's now because we're very close to varnish. Yeah, see, I missed an edge highlight on this foot as well. All right. I'm calling him done for now. I'll have to do some stuff where I check him off stream just before I varnish. We're actually going to finish up here because I do have to start a little bit early tomorrow. So we've got yet another model finished for the Gundam Assemble, ready for when the game drops and we can roll some dice. Fingers crossed we get in contact with Bandai and we can maybe get a rule set early. I think that'd be super, super cool. So he's going to stand alongside the space type Leo and the little ground grunt. Look at that little dude. He's just a little guy. Tomorrow we start on this guy who is in 2 pieces currently. I'll see if I can put him together. We're going to start on Sword Strike because of reasons. Because I really want to paint Ale Strike. So we're going to start on this guy first. We're going to have to work out how to do a glow on that blade. I'm sure I'll manage. Yeah, I'll get started on this guy tomorrow. Tallgeese will be varnished, so he'll all be done, and I'll get some photos for Instagram. Let's see if we can find someone to raid, because I need to do the raiding stuff. That is the wrong screen. I apologize. Who we got? Miniatures models. Let's go see Yab. All right, we're going to go check out what Yab is up to. I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll continue. Well, we'll start work on the Sword Strike, guys. We'll start work on the Sword Strike. Thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Too much mid tone. Battleforge Gaming